All right, Chase. Everything that we're about to see tonight is your fault. Let's just get that right out here in the open. Yep, you bought me this. You gave me these drugs. You got me high. And
sure, I think you had the problem already, but I will
you didn't help it
to enabling you.
This is Restory. I have put about 15 hours into this game. I believe I have, quote unquote, beaten this game, but there's still some narrative beats going. Already. I've spent most of my time playing this. It's been this, Big Walking, and Gen 1 recomp stuff on my little handheld here. So I'm trying to get, I don't know where we're going to pick up at, but I will be able to get you into the loop. So I figure I kind of show you what a day in the life looks like and then let you pick some things that maybe you would want to see cracked open, and we could go that way. So this is my shop front. Let me open.
Why don't we go full screen for the folks at home?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Thank you. Okay. So I don't have any repairs yet. I cleared the queue last night.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
there.
nice.
That is our delivery boy. And here are our repairs that I've picked up. So I typically will keep the story beat stuff over on this shelf because there's not a lot of it. So I have one story item that I was going to show you kind of what one of the characters might look like that you would engage with. Over here, I've got more storage. All these plaques are all my certifications kind of stacked up there. So like those are the things I can repair. This stuff I can sell or I can place it. I've put that up here for more of the Zen vibe in my shop. And over here is more knickknack stuff, but I could use that for storage if needed. Over here is where I'm keeping my queue of repairs. So let's unpack what we got. Some parts. Okay, that looks like a BlackBerry. We'll keep our phones over there. Oh, there's a Razer. And that is a Nokia. Little robot dog. That is a computer. That'll be a fun one. Brick Boy. Put that over here at the gaming section. Ooh, a PSP.
And a PMP.
Oh, sorry, PMP. My bad. And nothing there. All right, let's check. Is there any other repairs we can grab while we're at it? Let's go ahead and get these today. There's a goal I'm kind of working towards right now. Maybe we'll get it on the stream tonight. I have one license left to pick up, and it is 1,000,000 yen. I think I'm about halfway there. So maybe we'll get there tonight and see what we get. Another BlackBerry will certainly get us there. That's a very nice repair to make. Ooh, Tamagotchi and a gun controller. All right, let's crack open the old Razer. Chase, did you ever have a Razer?
I didn't have a Razer. I had a Crazer, which is the thinner, more narrow version that Motorola made, and I love that phone.
All right. This thing's dirty and cracked. Let's see how bad it's cracked. All right, that's a whole, at least 2 parts we're going to get. We can clean up this, though. This won't be hard.
Yeah.
So we're going to take all these parts off. This is still good to go. You're going to notice I got a few tools on our table. You also have your instructions if you need those. It'll let you know the condition of the part as you're going through it. I can pin that, keep this open as I'm working parts. So I have spare parts that I've gotten from other things that I pick up, so I can just repair this stuff on the fly, which will be helpful because we're definitely going to have to repair some other parts on this. Whenever I pull this off, if you see these circles pop up, that means this is a dirty component. There's a couple ways you can clean it. Manually, I can grab this. You start with a brush so I can scrub. It just takes longer. I like a lot of canned air. That's been my go-to for most of this. And I also now have an ultrasonic scrubber that I can use if I have multiple things that need cleaning. So I can throw that over there. The battery needs cleaning. We'll go ahead and start that while we take the back of this off. Okay, so we're going to need a speaker. Logic board's good. Antenna is just dirty. Let's clean that up really quick. Great. And then we're going to need to get this bottom chin replaced and the antenna and the bottom number pad, which we should have all that over here. So there's our number pad and there's our antenna. It's just dirty. So let me clean that up really quick. Awesome. Our other parts are done too. Let's grab that chin. Technically, it's the antenna housing, if anybody's wanting to keep me honest. And we'll put the antenna in there. And we needed a speaker. Did I have one? Yeah, perfect. We'll close this thing back up, throw our battery in, get our back plate, put our top chassis, screen, housing, lock that in. And I think that's it. Oh, we get to update the firmware. Cool. We get to check this out. This is one of the cooler, neat things. I got to hack this really quick. Almost through.
Yep.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
That is hacked and ready for delivery. Thanks for stopping by. How about a Tamagotchi? You've certainly had a few of these, right?
I had a Pokemon Pikachu, which we talked about on the show before.
Things filthy.
I did have one Tamagotchi. A neighbor got me a Tamagotchi, but only one. Only
one. Well, this one's got a bad battery. It's got a very dirty front, dirty back too, for that matter. Whoops. Throw that in there. Oh, not you, damn it.
It's nice that you can't ever lose the screws.
I know, that was one of my favorite things. Sometimes you'll get one that kind of rolls around for a bit too, which is always a fun little thing they add into it. We're going to need a new display on this, which I think I have. Yeah, cool. This is also dirty. Ooh, bad speaker? Do I have one? Even better, you get to see another fun thing. So I can do a couple things when I'm in the middle of a repair. I can look for just a whole ass Tamagotchi.
Sure.
Actually, I'm going to grab one of these parts. I like these little grab boxes of things.
So you could just buy a whole Tamagotchi and then
I do that all the time
and say, "Hey, I repaired it."
So I have, like, sometimes there'll be this one part left. So we don't have a whole Tamagotchi right now. That's all right. Sure. We'll just get the part, which is more frugal depending on how you look at it. So we want the Egagachi. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Here we go. No. What are you doing here? Underneath. There we go. And we needed the speaker. So I'll just add that to the cart. And it'll be here in just a second. Very cool. Take that, Bezos. All right. So now we'll come back in here. We'll grab that speaker. Pop that over here once we clean this up. Oh, I got to solder this too. Great. All right. Back in the biz. Make sure I have the display. Was that messed up? Oh, no, there it is. Perfect. Dirty? Did I not run that? Oh, well. We'll just do it by hand. Okay. Yep, you're still dirty. I don't think we get to paint this one or customize it. It's all right. Tamagotchis are easy. This is easy money. This is how we got the shop started. Heard all kinds of these early on.
Sure.
Okay, everything's looking good. Nothing dirty. You can come back. Oh, I need a battery still. Definitely got one of those. Sweet. Do you know what this thing is? This is what I was trying to explain to you on the podcast the other night. On here, it's called a brick game.
I mean, it seems like it's kind of like one of those pocket football kind of like Tiger Electronics style.
Yeah, like a
single.
I thought
game
it said
machines.
something on here like 99 and 1. Yeah, 96 and 1.
Oh, okay, sure. So like just some kind of LCD game.
Yeah. Let's get it back up and running. This one's pretty straightforward. Filthy though. I need to upgrade that so I can get another. There's 2 more versions of this. I just haven't put the money in to do that yet. So there will be one where I can put all like up to 8 parts on it. Oh, another soldering. And we'll clean up that LCD. And that's really it on this one. Like, this is super simple. And that's one of the things I've like really been thinking a lot about while playing this game is, you know, I've progressed up to some different gear that's 20 years old at this point. This game does take place in the early 2000s. Whoops. And working in tech as I have, it's just crazy how simple this stuff used to be. So easy. Like, from like you being able to repair your own stuff, like a shop like this where, hey, my Game Boy's not working. Do you mind taking a look at it and updating the firmware and all this shit that we talk about? Like, it's just so much easier. Like, this thing's 5 screws.
I'm trying to find the YouTube channel that I watch that like this guy basically just goes to Japan and buys old Game Boys and NDSs and repairs them and fixes them up. What is his name? I just watched a video of his that was really good. I mean, they're all kind of the same video.
Oh, sure. I need a cable. Let me go get one of those really quick. Sweet. So that. Did I have bottom? Oops. It's all in here. There we go. Okay. All right.
God, I watch a lot of YouTube. It's hard to.
Yeah. Do you pay for YouTube?
No.
No?
Nah.
A good that you use that much is not worth a better experience?
It's basically the same.
You lie. How about a PSP?
Yeah, let's see the PMP.
PMP, baby. All right. This one's fun. I enjoy this one quite a bit. Because there's a little bonus thing we can look at in it here in a second. Start cleaning that up. You're good. Battery looks good. Front display looks good. Display itself, nice as well. This thing's hopefully just a little dirty. Wouldn't that be a treat?
It's driving me crazy.
Driving you crazy?
I can't find. I follow too many people on YouTube.
Oh. What a terrible problem.
History. Well, I also downloaded it from YouTube so I could watch it over the weekend. So it's not in my history because I didn't actually watch it on YouTube.
This is the guy that goes and buys electronics?
Yeah.
Nice. Needs a soldering. Let's take a look. Easy. Easy, easy. Sweet.
So this guy's name is Elliot Call, Coll.
Elliot Call.
Yeah, he like he does a lot of stuff with watches, but I prefer when he goes and grabs Game Boys, and then he'll take trips to Japan and go and find, old shit there that's pretty cool.
Nice. Okay, our board is clean and resoldered. Let's get this display put back on. Great. And we'll put you on. Everybody else is.
What was the game in there?
That game is called Sky Hill Greatest Hits.
Sure.
Might as well.
For mature.
Rated M. And is that it for this? Oh, we get to paint it. Sweet. All right. I've got a bunch of different color palettes here. Potendo, Arcade, Atari Retro, Ramen Shop, Y2K Future, AMV Crush, Memory Dump, Made Flyer, Kwai Overlord, a bit of Torrent, Banana Barrel, and Windamp. Which would you like to see a color from?
Let's make this thing silver.
Silver. Okay, how about Memory Dump?
Sure.
Do you want like a lighter silver or a darker one?
Let's go lighter silver on this one.
Feeling a 2.
Yeah, sure. There you go.
Okay, we have successfully, and sometimes they'll tell you like what color they want. Other times they just let you freestyle it. Sweet. So we got that knocked out. Let's do these blackberries really quick because that's going to get us some nice money.
Yeah, only rich people have blackberries.
They are. Well, what was the value on this one? So this is almost 17.5, and the other one 14.4. Comparatively, laptop is going to get us a lot of money too. So we'll knock out BlackBerry and do that laptop, and then take some more orders in, and go from there. The BlackBerry is relatively simple as far as the repair goes.
Yeah. 17,000 yen is about $105.
That tracks. Not cheap. I mean, this is early 2000s, so hard to say like what that looked like. Get you all cleaned up here. Did you ever have BlackBerry?
Didn't. No. I went from my Crazer to like a slider phone.
Yeah.
And I liked the slider for a bit, having the full keyboard there. I didn't. The BlackBerry I liked the full keyboard of it, but I just didn't like it as a phone that much.
Yeah, so I think that tracks.
Wasn't something I got. So I had my slider phone for a while, and then when my slider phone slipped out of my pocket on Halloween, I was at a Halloween party, and the Cardinals were in the World Series, so Cardinals won the game, and I was jumping up and down with a bunch of people, and my phone popped out of my pocket and smashed on the concrete floor. And I went, okay, well, I guess that's a reason to get an iPhone. So then I switched to iPhone and never looked back.
I went from a Motorola Chocolate to an iPhone.
Sure.
All right, man. We are now, I could technically close up shop. I have not been penalized through working through the night. But I could wrap up shop right now and open in the morning. If there's anything that we need for this laptop, I'll do that because I currently can't order parts in, which if I don't have that part, that section there is going to be a pain in the ass. So we're gonna see what we can do here. Drop you over there. Top doesn't look bad. A little dirty, maybe, but display seems good. Right, this guy's going to be the problem. All right, keyboard just needs a good washing, as they say here in Missouri. Going to need a disk drive.
Is that what we say?
Wash. I'm from Washington. That's absolutely what we say.
Yeah.
Don't act like we don't say that.
I don't say that. Other people.
You're not from here.
Yeah, I'm from Missouri though.
it's a very specific part. I don't say it because I'm from Illinois, but if you're from here, which my wife is, she had to work to shed that bad enunciation from her dialogue.
We had a teacher in my school back in Columbia, the middle of the state, where and they were from St. Louis, so they would say "warsh," they would say quarter,
farty for.
Yeah, farty far and quarter, and it was like, you mean quarter? Like, no, I mean quarter. And like, there's no W in quarter, man.
There's no crying in baseball, and there's no W in quarter, folks. Things that everybody should know.
Mm-hmm. But I remember when I graduated from Mizzou, University of Missouri. Was it the governor? I can't remember who our speaker was. I think it was a governor. And he came and he pronounced it Missouri, and everyone booed. And like, yeah, get that shit out of here. What are you doing?
Nothing good.
Yeah.
We might be.
I mean, it was also a governor from Missouri, so I think a lot of people were booing just instinctively, but it was definitely the pronunciation of Missouri. That
is Missouri going to get its head out of its ass and do the right thing in November, you think?
I mean, this is a weird fucking state, man.
It sure is.
That Missouri voters seem to vote for many blue policies and then still just vote in red candidates.
I know. It's like we live the bluest lifestyles.
Right. It's wild.
Okay, there we go. Now I just need to resolder this. Great. So I had one of those parts. Let's see how well we'll do with everything else here.
So it's just that one cover that you're missing?
No, dude, this thing was fucked. It had busted disk drive. The logic board or motherboard was completely burnt up. Like, we're missing a CD disk drive. So let's see if I have one of those. I do have one of those. Even better. It needs a cable. Do I have a cable? Oh, don't tell me the cable's what fucks us. All right. No cable. Keyboard panel. Do I have one of those? I do have a keyboard panel. Sweet. Only one part? God damn it. That's a bummer. Let's go order that really quick. Computer cable. Only $3,000 is what I had to put into this, so I'm still making well over 50. That's a good deal. I think this is okay to let sit until morning. So let's back up and go ahead and save. We'll get our part in the morning. I'll wrap this thing up. We'll get a few new things.
So as you said, story-wise, you are done with this game. Like you've seen
there's still some story stuff, but like there was a competition and I won the competition. So
I see.
We are now operating as legendary status of a shop. So we're doing pretty good.
So would you call this the post game?
There's some post game stuff. Like one of the things I got was like this. I couldn't repair these dogs. And I got the ability to do that as like an in-game thing, and that license had been out of stock like all game long. So I think we are technically in the in-game now. Ooh, okay. An actual Game Boy. We'll open that up here. An Xbox. Hell yeah. We'll open one of those up. Like a walkie-talkie. Those are so dumb and boring. That's a fun arcade. All right, let me knock this thing out really quick. We'll be done with it. There's our cable. Cool. All right, I think I got everything else I need to start cooking. I've upgraded a lot of my tools that make this very fast now. Screwdriver was pretty slow early on. Like you had to click and hold for a long time for each screw. So I like made quick work of some of the tools, which aren't as fun as license, but absolutely has made life so much more enjoyable on here.
Sure.
Like it's one click to get in there.
Is there a way to mess up in this game?
Yeah.
Or is it just...
It'll like let you know, but you could... I can't break a part or anything like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. You can't accidentally break something. You can't... I mean, you could not put a part into this thing, but then it wouldn't let you...
I mean, sometimes... I won't even let you put like... You can't really miss a part. Like you just can't... You just won't put it back together.
Do you
But
like
you could
that?
put like it... Yeah. like that. This is like if I want more of a hardcore game, I got plenty of those for these types of sims.
Yeah.
Like that's not at all an issue for me. Like,
I mean, at that point, you could just do this in real life and mess up all sorts of things.
Like this is just about like having a very chill, fun rebuild this. Like you can ask for hints if you want, but if you want a challenge, there's definitely things you can do where you like time, like not time, but well, yeah, you are timed. I'm sorry. You are timed to put something together in the exact way it needs to be put back together.
Yeah.
Which I can do that for most of this stuff.
Like I'm extremely uninterested in playing this game that I'm about to talk about, but there's what's the game? It's like My Summer Car.
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, where it just puts all of the parts of the car like just on the driveway and says, "Go build a fucking car."
Yeah.
And you can go read a manual in the game and figure out how to do things step by step, but you can just completely fuck it up by not putting things in the right spot or putting something in before the other things. And that is, I think there's something more interesting about that game to me than this, which kind of just feels like painting by numbers. Hey, painting by numbers is fun. I love paint by numbers, but there certainly does not feel like there's as much of like a challenge out of it. And it doesn't have to be a challenge. I mean, this game is absolutely meant to be a cozy, chill experience. But it does make it a little bit less interesting to me on its face.
I think it depends what you're looking for. If you want something to listen to a podcast, enjoy and kind of like idly go through, like I think this is really fun, and you get to like set up your space and have a very cozy little corner. You get some fun, weird characters like the little bucket from upstairs that comes down. Like that was a story beat. I like the idea of like earning money to progress what you get. Like there is some stuff that you're doing where like the idea is if you get good at doing stuff like this, you can bust through it relatively quick and get to that next step. But it's also not going to be so obtuse where it's like, I'm not like this. Do I need a manual? Like it's not like a Zachtronics game. Like you get in here, you know where the screws go. You upgrade the way that you take that stuff apart. You get the curveball sometimes where you get a broken part or you had to clean something. But the game even gets out of your way. So like I haven't fully upgraded everything because it moves plenty quick for me.
Sure.
But
well, and that's kind of my point is that Zachtronics games I would never play a Zachtronics game because I just do not enjoy playing them. But I have a respect for them, and I think they are really cool, and I am in awe of people who like playing them and put in the time to get good at those kind of games.
Sure.
And this is cool. Like this is something that I could see myself playing.
Yeah.
But there also just is something of like, oh, I'm just kind of clicking things in place as they go, and
yeah, I mean, like, I can't put this in. Like, this won't let me just, like, drop that in there and be like, whoa, well, you fucked up. Like, now maybe there is, like, that's something I haven't checked really quick. Like, let me see. There's nothing to change difficulty on here. So, like, it's not like I can make this, like, I don't think I have it on an easy mode where, like, you could, like, I want to fail if I'm going to fail. Like, let me fail.
Yeah, like I don't think I would mind. Maybe I wouldn't like playing it as much, but I don't think I would mind if you could put this whole thing together and you still had a couple screws left or something, and the game would go, hey, you messed that up, but didn't tell me how I messed it up, so I'd have to take it back apart and try it again.
That's where, like, if I want something higher stakes, that is the same type of brain itch for me, I would 100% fire up Hard Space Shipbreaker. Like I would immediately go take that ship apart because that's still the same thing that I'm doing right now. Like where I'm like memorizing what tools and things I need to do that. But if I fuck up or I forget to turn something off or depressurize something, like you've seen.
There's stakes to it.
There's stakes. Like this is the, not in a bad way, but this is like the MCU of repair. Like there's no stakes here. It's just enjoy your slop.
And we talked about Assemble with Care when we talked about this game before. And Assemble with Care is also a game that you can't really fuck up. They just don't let you fuck that up.
Correct.
But that is also a game that is extremely story-based and is very specifically asking you to do things for a story perspective.
It's like the game itself is very approachable, like these complex repairs, but what you're actually doing is a very cool narration on like what's going on with it. Like a game like Viewfinder, you can't really fuck Viewfinder up.
Yeah, but like that's a game that you experiment with. Like,
sure,
but also doesn't seem like an experimentation game. This seems like I just do the things in the order that they come in. There's
a first time for it where you're just like, oh, I've never been inside one of these before, and there's not really like a guide for it. So there is something the first time about like, how do I take this thing apart? Like that laptop, the first time I took one of those apart wasn't the smoothest of things. Like it took me a long time to put back together Polaroid cameras. Like I really struggled with those. And so like there's some stuff I've bumped into, but I would also say like a lot of these things I'm breezing through because I've done this for 15 hours.
No, totally. That is fair.
Like I know how all this shit goes right now, so like I can casually just kind of like go through it. But what you haven't seen is like it took me a while. Like I didn't take as many cameras as I was like, these things are fucking obnoxious to work on. Like, but they paid good early on, so I got to the point where I accepted everything. We needed a top. Was that top busted or dirty? No, it's just
dirty.
Yeah. There is that. So we've made decent money just by hanging out here. Like I haven't gotten to that million yen yet, but certainly getting closer. And we have to paint this from the Patendo. So if we go up here, which color should we paint this?
Orange, obviously.
Spicy?
Hell yeah.
It's a pretty good spice orange. Okay. That was a fun little one. How about a Game Boy?
I would love that.
Game Duck, my apologies.
Yes.
There is a phone number to call.
Have you tried calling it?
I haven't. Should we? See what happens here.
Go ahead.
Put it on speaker here for the stream. 527-9031.
The service you're attempting to use has been restricted or is unavailable. Please contact customer care for assistance. Message 401 PA 65.
Huh. And it just hangs up.
Okay.
Interesting.
Would have been fun if there was a little bit more of an Easter egg in there.
Yeah. Wasn't there a phone number you could call in Firewatch?
I do not remember.
I thought there was.
It wouldn't surprise me.
This thing's pretty dirty. Have you had to take apart any of your gaming devices?
I've taken apart DualShocks before, like DualShock 4s specifically.
Yeah, I took apart one of those.
And just, I would drop it on the ground or something, and then, the right trigger wouldn't spring back up. So I could take that apart and, manipulate the springs in such a way that it would get back to where it needed to go. But I haven't done a whole lot. We did talk about this before, but like I opened up an original Xbox to take out the clock thing when that was a worry about the acid from the battery or something corrupting your whole original Xbox. So I did that. I mean, I have a set of torque screwdrivers from that specifically, but this has never really been my bag. I'm not the guy who opens up his stuff mostly.
No, yeah, 100%. It's not for the faint of heart. That's for goddamn sure. All right.
I do think it would be cool though to be one of those people that opens up Game Boys and finds custom shells and things like that, and puts light kits in those things, and just having the ability to do that, whether or not you're using it as like a business, but just having the handiness and having the wherewithal to be able to pull something like that off, I think that can be kind of cool.
We're gonna flip something because I think it'll be fun for us to take it apart. Maybe we'll get one of the things here for it. Okay, we're gonna take Guitar Legend apart.
Okay.
So I'm buying this for 3,000 yen. It does not power on. I'm gonna see what we can potentially fix on it and see what we make some money for.
Can you buy something and just keep it? Like, could you buy a Game Boy and paint it and just keep it in your knickknacks closet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. So this thing we could sell for 90,000. I bought it. I can tell you looking at it, it's going to need at least a new strummer. Let's see what else is fucked up on it. So need a top shell. We're going to make money on this for sure, but these are still fun to take apart. All right, back is good. Insides are looking promising. Oh, nope, that one's not. So we know that it needs a control board. It needs buttons. Whammy bar is good. Cable is good. It's just dirty. Does this one go? Nope, it needs another logic board. Buttons there are good. That's good. That guy's good. That guy's busted. And you're busted. All right. Let me just clean this by hand since we're going to be buying new parts. All right. Nothing else is in there. Everything that we own for this is on the board. Let's take a peek. We need the buttons, so I'll get those. All right, we got to spend some money. Let's see how much we're going to spend on it. So again, I've only paid $3,000 for this. I can sell it for 90. Parts. This is underneath TVs.
You can sell it for 90 if it's in perfect condition.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay.
Yep. Shouldn't be a problem. All right, so we need a front panel. How much is that going to set us back? 10. Strum bar. 8. Circuit board, another 8. 6. 34. So I'm into this thing for, let's just round up, 39 somewhere. Yeah, 38, 39, somewhere in there. Making 60 on it, having a good time showing it off to you.
Sure.
There's everything. Now we should be able to assemble. Get those in there. We don't need that one. We need this guy. There we go. We'll need you. And I think we're good. We need our buttons still. I thought I put an extra pair out there. Did I not
You
do
did.
that?
They're underneath the guitar.
Ah, perfect. Put those back in there. All right, that is back in the right condition. So I can take this and just drop it off there to sell. Easy money. Like, too easy.
Sell it to who? Nobody bought it.
Well, they'll come in the morning. See. Let's knock this stuff out here. What's another quick one? This thing sucks. It's such a boring repair. Oh, that one does not need to come out. Oh, yeah, it did. What was I thinking? One screw. Get those going. Clean that up really quick. Somebody like had me paint one of these one time. Like, it's like, all right, okay, whatever you say, bud. We'll customize your walkie-talkie. Oh, this one needs a whole fucking board. Maybe they were. Okay. Lucky them, I had it. High in demand items over here. It ain't much, but it's honest.
Mm-hmm.
How about a watch, Chase?
Sure.
Not a watch wearer, I've noticed.
No, not a fan.
For a man that likes punctuality.
There's a clock on my phone.
Oh, you're one of those new age hippies, huh?
What do I need a watch for?
Timeless.
I tried wearing a watch a little. I wore a wristband in high school, like a sweatband wristband.
Same thing.
All the time, which was very stupid. Don't do that. But so I already had like something on my wrist, and I never felt like I needed a watch then. And then, once I had a phone with me the whole time, it's like, well, why? There's a clock on here. Why do I need a clock on my wrist? And I've continued to live that life ever since.
You're a simple man.
I'm not a jewelry guy. I wore necklaces very briefly and didn't really care for them. I don't wear rings. I don't wear bracelets or anything like that. It's just not. I don't know. Not important.
Never pierced your ears.
No.
No tattoos.
No tattoos.
Living clean.
I guess so. If this is clean, I suppose that's what I am.
Done. Just making all the monies over here. You haven't seen one of these yet. Simon's. This is a Samsung.
Mm-hmm.
The old. What's up?
I had to buy a new phone case for my mom.
Yeah, how'd that go?
She cracked her old phone case, and
then it did its job.
Yeah, but she's like, I had to get a clear one because that was the only one they had at the time when I bought my phone. But now I can get anything, right? Like, yeah, I guess. What do you want? So she wanted a very specific kind of pink case. I was like, all right, I can get that for you. So, should be coming tomorrow.
Chase, working in the public with technology, trying to understand how people use their phones specifically, I don't think I will ever understand that. Like, that is one of the most insane behaviors. Like, it's one of the most intimate things people do is use their phone. And like being that close to like that level of intimacy, no thank you. Never again. Never again.
Yeah. I know that, I've had people I work with that I will see their laptop screens.
Ugh.
And I'll go, oh my God, how do you live with such a disorganized desktop? Like, not locked to grid, just they throw tons and tons of folders out there. How do you find fucking anything on here? And then I've got other friends, who, they'll show me a phone screen at one point and I can see just the red notification number of their iPhone mail, and you go, holy shit, buddy, there's 10,000 unread messages here. How does that not drive you fucking nuts?
Yeah.
Like
Trust me.
if you're not going to read any of these and you're just not going to care, which also bugs the OCD shit out of me. But if you're going to do that, just turn off the notification bug. Like, why would you do this to yourself? To constantly see
some men just want to watch the world burn, Chase.
I guess, like, some people like use it as a badge of honor, I guess, of look at how many emails I don't read. I mean, a lot of people
do not have the executive function of their brain under control.
I guess. I mean, I'm no inbox zero guy. Like, I'll keep stuff in my email inbox just so I can quickly refer to some things, and then I'll keep some things unread. Like, I'll read them and then I'll mark them as unread so they're like even higher priority, which I know is probably weird to some people. Like, why wouldn't you just make, a folder or a tab or a label or something and put them in there instead? And I was like, I guess I could, but I'm no inbox zero guy. I've got 23 unread emails right now on my Gmail that I'm looking at, but that is not tens of thousands of unread messages. Some people just don't archive any of their messages. How do you live?
They live without that burden. They don't think. Imagine, if you will, not thinking about what you just spent 5 minutes discussing at all. Imagine what that would feel like. Isn't that crazy to think about, that like something that is so important to you? And I'm not saying that you're like, I'm more aligned with the way you approach it. Like I'm inbox zero. Like, the things that I care deeply about, I want to be organized in a very particular way. But could you imagine not having to think about that? Could you imagine what that would feel like?
Well, they have to think about it in some way, because at some point they're going to get an email where they're going to have to go find it or refer back.
No, they're not. They don't have to worry about that. They don't. You are giving them far more power here. They don't care about that.
Maybe. And there are other ways of labeling things in Gmail. You can star things and even email stuff back to yourself at some point. And Gmail has the way of searching through your email, and I all email inboxes have that ability. And so I guess that's just what they do. They'll just search through their main inbox.
No, they'll call up a relative, or they'll have their kid buy them a phone case. It's the same. It's the same thing. They don't. That is a problem that they're never ever going to solve, because they didn't have to learn that. And they expect those around them to carry that weight. That's what it is. My family does it to me all the time because I worked in technology, dude. Are you kidding me? I'm an easy fucking mark.
Yeah, my mom very much likes to ask me questions about her phone, which is a Galaxy S22, which I have never once used. I don't know anything about Android phones. I've never had a Galaxy phone before. And so I can tell her how things work on my phone, and sometimes those are transferable skills, but most of the time I'm just looking at her phone and taking guesses because I have seen technology before.
Sure.
And sometimes that'll work, but I have to kind of play with it and experiment with it and try things. And that scares her to death. That, what, you're going to mess up my phone? Like, well, your phone's already messed up. You're asking for help. So I'm trying to help you, but I don't know all these things intuitively. I have to, experiment and search for it. And she's like, why can't you just tell me what to do? Because one, it takes a lot of time and effort for me to relay. Errand. Yeah, I don't want to have to relay every single thing, every single click that you need to make on your phone. That's going to take us forever. And also, I don't know. You're gonna get frustrated when I ask you to do something, and she'll do it and go, "Well, that didn't fix it." It's like, I know it didn't. I'm just trying. What do you want from me? But then I'll have to say, "Hey, close out of that," and she'll go, "I don't know what that means."
Where was this guy whenever there was playlist being sunk to a computer in a phone? Where was this guy at?
That was not my fault. That was the technology fucking up when it wasn't supposed to fuck up.
Would have loved to talk to this guy that night.
That's a very different thing, Bobby.
Hang on, I gotta hack this really quick, man.
Go for it.
Okay.
Are you in?
I'm in. That's a story beat. It is a fascinating world. Oh.
He calls you master?
That's your title.
That's a little fucked up.
Look at the restored data on your email. Oh, let's go take a quick peek. Slick job with the old master. Collateral damage with an ooh.
Somebody's trying to kill you?
They're trying to get rid of us, Chase, because we won and they want to make this a mall and we are the old guard. Ooh, how about, speaking of customer facing problems, how about we fix an iPod?
Sure.
And then how about I round that out with a DS? And we call it good.
Sounds good to me.
All right. iPod.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to need a display. Going to need a clean in here. I don't think I have a display for it, so we'll get one of those going. Battery. Again, so much simpler. Disk drive.
So, when you worked at Apple, I'm not asking you to give up state secrets or whatever, but like that is also an opportunity to kind of see how the other half lives, right?
Yeah,
that
100%.
Somebody will bring in their laptop or their phone or their iPod, and you have to look at this thing and you have to go in and see their file structure and things like that. Was there ever a time where you just open this up and go, this is what a crazy person's computer would look like?
Oh my God. Like the innocent stuff where you couldn't, like, there was no desktop visible due to all the icons on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was not out of the realms of possibility of things. Like that was pretty normal. But, there was times that you saw stuff that nobody should see. And that you have to call the local authority over.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like there's some really fucked up things there with those. But you also just see like the way people organize, the systems they use, like how people would they would go to their search bar, type in Google to go to Google to type in its search bar.
Right. Yeah.
Like stuff like that, where it's just like, that's not how that works. Like, what do you mean? This is how I get on the internet. And like, there'd be times where I'd be like, okay, I want you to use your mouse. What do you mean mouse? What is a mouse? Like it was a blessing and a curse.
They'll have their own names for things. They'll have their own rituals for things. And, it probably did work for them in some sick, twisted way. But when they have to try to relay that information to other people, it all falls apart.
You have one of these laying around?
A DS Fat? Yeah, it's like 7 feet away. I could go grab it right now. They I don't think they made, so actually I take that back. They did make a red DS Fat. It was like red and blue, and it was like a Mario Kart edition.
This thing should be silver. Gray.
Originally it was silver.
That's what I had.
Mm-hmm. They had a couple different colors in it, but not red and black. In fact, that Elliot guy, he bought a red and black DS in Japan.
Like this one?
Said, kind of like this one, yeah. Saying that they never made this color, so this is obviously some aftermarket thing. But he kind of liked the way it was aftermarketed, and I'm gonna pick this up. It was cheap enough where he was just, that seems kind of interesting to me.
Oh, cool. I have on my short list of things I would like to own for no other reason besides I think it's one of the coolest additions that Nintendo's done. I love the Shield 2DS. I think that is so fucking cool.
The
Hyrule Shield, the Zelda one. Like I would love to own that one.
Oh, the 2DS XL one, yeah.
Yeah, the Hylian Shield.
Yeah.
Hylian Shield.
Well, good news, Bobby. Here's one for on eBay. It's only $1,100.
Dude, that's what I was gonna say. So the average price I've seen on those has gone from like at a time of like 400. They're now up to they're going for like 1,000 to 1,300 depending on what it is. It's just insane, dude.
Here's one at 720. Here's one in box that's 1,395. Another inbox that's over 1,000. Yeah, I'm not buying this for you.
No, dude, nobody's buying that for me. It's just crazy, like what's happened in that area. Like,
yeah,
people are going crazy with that stuff, dude.
I would say mostly in terms of old systems that I would really just buy for. Not to even really play, but just for display. I mostly have everything that I would want.
Do you have the Spice Orange GameCube?
I don't have a Spice Orange GameCube. I have a Spice Orange Game Boy Advance that was a Japan only one.
Yeah.
I've considered getting the GameCube before, but I don't really have space on where I'd put it, so it seems kind of silly to own one of those. Let me see prices of what this other thing that I'm looking for. Okay, I must have gotten mine a lot cheaper than that. I really like the Game Boy Light, which is another Japan only Game Boy, but this was between the Game Boy Pocket and the Game Boy Color. So it's about the Game Boy Pocket size, but it has a built-in light in the screen.
Oh, nice. What color was the shell?
It came in a couple different colors. There's like a silver and a gold. Mine is gold. It's right there. I'm just gonna go grab it.
Okay.
It's right there.
Screen and strap. Parts. What's underneath here? What is that thing?
So mine's gold, and it's not in the best condition, but even so, like it was an eBay and it was a Japanese seller, and you know, I don't want to paint with too broad a brush here, but the Japanese, they seem to take care of their stuff a whole lot better than we do.
Yeah.
So even though I would say this is not in very good condition, it's still in really good condition comparatively.
Sure.
I don't have any double A's on me, do I?
Oh, okay.
These doubles or these triples? These are triples.
Triples make it best.
These doubles? Oh, these are doubles. Okay, hang on. I can get this thing on. But I mean, if you looked at this, you'd go, "Oh, that's just a Game Boy Pocket," because it's the exact same, more or less the same form factor. But it's not until you. Come on.
What am I missing here? Oh, gasket. Shit. About to flip a gasket or blow a gasket.
Well, it's giving me a light like it's turning on, but it's not turning on. Oh, there it is. Okay. So let me hold this up here. So this is what it normally looks like, which is just you know, it's a Game Boy.
Yeah.
And then if you can just turn it on normally. Oh man, it's been a while. It's not wanting to cooperate. Okay, so it can turn on normally. See, little red light going on. That's what it does. But then you can flip it one more time, and it gives it this minty green color.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like a toothpaste almost. It is not the best light of any Game Boy that's out there. You can get aftermarket lights that on Game Boys and Game Boy Colors and Pockets that'll look way nicer than this, but there is just something kind of cool about having this officially licensed Nintendo Game Boy that just has a light in it, and it's a rad little device.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to be tinkering around with this thing tonight, Chase. I got the Ambernick RGSPO showing you before we got into it here. I'll let you know how this thing is. Cool little device so far. But speaking of cool little devices, I really enjoy Restory. I have a great time playing through that. Thanks for letting me repair a few things there with you tonight.
Sure. Cool to see.
We did not get to the 1,000,000 yen, but we got close. I think we got like right around 750,000 yen. So one more session, I should be able to get my final license, and then I'll work on getting all my gear. But I do think I got most of the loose ends tied up in there. I got maybe one more with that laptop we just did. But I have really enjoyed my time with it. This is, I think, really closer to a power wash simulator. Like as far as like the stakes,
Sure.
like you can't really fuck that up. You just don't do it. Like you can't leave stuff behind. So that is Restory Chill Electronics Repairs. You can pick that up on the personal computer. I don't think it's anywhere else just yet. But this week, we're going to have a nice chill what you've been playing as well. We will be talking maybe a little bit more about this game if I beat it. And there's a couple other things this week that I've been checking out. So I'm looking forward to diving into those with Chase on Wednesday. But if you wanted to follow along with all the stuff we're doing, you can do so by going to our socials or thecasualhour.com. Whichever one's easiest. Chase, you've been busy, I would assume. Fair thing to say.
Been. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back on Chase K Plays this week.
Back on his bullshit, folks.
That'll be Wednesday, going back through Super Mario RPG, the remake version, and I got to Moleville this episode and
Nice.
got my 3rd star of 7. So progress being made in that game. And yeah, it's going well. I still have some issues with it, but I think generally that game is pretty cool, and it's neat to see the foundation of where something like Paper Mario and the Mario and Luigi games came from. So,
Sure.
pretty neat there. Pilot program's still a little bit on a hiatus as Pierce is a little busy, and I've been busy this summer, and we're finding time. But when we do get back, we will be watching Andor. And that'll be a good time. We'll finally discuss some Star Wars in depth on the show, and then I've got my Magic the Gathering YouTube channel, which is Common Knowledge MTG, and that's been going well. We're up to something like 225 videos from the main series, and then plenty of other videos that are there. We're getting subscribers all the time. It's cool. It's cool.
That's great, man.
It's been fun. If you like the Pauper format or are interested in just playing a really cheap and fun card game, Common Knowledge is a cool place to go and learn more about that format. I have a lot of fun doing it.
Hell yeah. Well, that is what we're up to this week. Come back on Wednesday, learn about some more video games, or go watch some Magic.